Am I guilty for leaving photographic evidence of my husband cheating somewhere his parents should not have looked? I'm 30 years old and I kicked my husband, 28, out of my house. It was my house prior to us getting married, and it remains my house now. I knew when I married him that he was bisexual. I was okay with it as long as he understood that we were monogamous. I said that I would never agree to an open relationship, and if that was what he wanted, he needed to be with someone else. He agreed and said that I was the person he wanted to be with, and that I was more than enough to satisfy him. He lied. I found out he was having an affair with a man. I went through his iPad and took all the pictures for myself. Graphic. In a Robert Mapplethorpe kind of way. When I confronted him, he became physically aggressive. I was scared. He calmed down when I got Siri to call 911, and he left. Anyway, I did not want him in my house again ever. When he wanted his things, I asked him to make a list and send it to me. I found every single thing on the list. I asked him where to send the box. He said he would pick it up. I told him that I would not let him set foot in my house and that I would call the cops if he tried. He said he would send friends to get his stuff. I said I would leave his box of crap with the front desk at my work. He didn't want to make them drive into the city. We compromised and I agreed to give his parents a temporary code for my house. They are lovely people and I trusted them. I could see everything on my security system and I would know if he tried getting into my house. The deal was that they would use the code, get the box from the front entrance, then close and lock the door. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Instead it went difficult lemon funked. I guess he didn't have everything on his list. He asked them to get something from my bedroom. Not the deal at all. I had my pictures of his infidelity in my room in my chest of drawers. In an envelope. So to reiterate, to find these pictures his mom had to go past our agreed limit into my house. She then had to enter my bedroom, open my chest of drawers, open an envelope, and look at what was inside. I felt violated watching the video. Then I giggled like a little kid. It was hilarious. I see them come into the house. They use the code and open the door. His dad comes in and grabs the box. He goes back to their vehicle with the box. His mom hesitates before walking into my house and going to my room. She goes to my chest and opens the top drawer where we kept a box full of jewelry. She sees an envelope with his name on it. She looks around, I'm not sure why. Then she looks at the contents. She screams, I assume since I have my feed on video only. Then she stuffs the pictures back in, closes the drawer and goes running for the truck. My father-in-law comes to the door, locks it and leaves. I guess he never told his parents about his proclivities. To say that this has created a problem for him is to take it lightly. I got a call from him. He says I left the pictures out for his parents to find. I did not. I should have scattered them on top of the box his parents picked up, but that felt cruel and unnecessary. Like I said, I have always found them to be lovely people. I told him where the pictures were. He said that he forgot about a ring he left off the list, and he told his mom where it should be. I said I would have tossed it in the box if he told me. He said he forgot until they were on their way. He is upset that his parents know he is a power bottom. He is not happy at their house now and he is going to find somewhere else to stay. He said I'm guilty for causing this problem. I think there are other candidates for being guilty. Him for cheating. Him for getting his parents to go against our agreement. His mom for going against our agreement. His mom for snooping. His parents for homophobia. TLDL. My husband cheated with a man. Had pictures. His mom snooped. His parents are making his life difficult. Let's listen to some comments from the community and answers from the author before the end of the video.
Not guilty. His mom got what she deserved for going where she wasn't allowed to go. Your ex got what he deserved for being a cheating tool.
Not guilty. She snooped. I hope the pictures were as graphic as you say.
They were anatomical in detail.
Not guilty. Honestly, it sounds like a karma delivery service went to the right address. You set boundaries. They decided those were mere suggestions. No one to blame but their own curiosity. And as for your ex, cheating comes with its own set of unwelcome surprises. Stay strong and keep those privacy lines clear.
Not guilty. Story time. My ex was mentally unstable. His whole family is pretty screwed up, to be honest. He died about 10 years back. Our son was barely 18 at the time, so I helped him as next of kin executor. We had his dad's mail forwarded to here so we could notify bill collectors and such. We got mail for like 3 days and it stopped. We called the post office and are told my outlaw, ex-mother-in-law, had the mail forwarded to her. We have it re-forwarded because my boy is the court-appointed executor, and she knows it. 3 days later, mail stops. Meanwhile, we're gathering all the info we can on my ex's life. He only saw our son 1 to 2 times a year, and never called. We are able to find his email addresses and figure out the passwords. That's where I see his eBay purchase history and see old incel dickwad went and bought himself a flashlight. And it hasn't been delivered yet. And it's going to his last known address before being forwarded to, you guessed it, his mom. Next time we forwarded the mail, she didn't have it forwarded back. Sometimes karma works. Take the win.
That's fantastic. I laughed when I read flashlight.
Not guilty. But consult your divorce lawyer as to what should be done with the photos so you don't run afoul of any revenge porn laws inadvertently.
They are shredded now. My lawyer has digital copies of everything. Thank you for listening to this story. Let me know in the comments if you agree with the community. What would you have done in that situation? And for those who stayed to the end, thank you. If you like this type of content, feel free to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. See you soon.